Fox News alert, the fate of the Justice Department's second in command hanging in the balance. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein set to meet with President Trump at the White House tomorrow while questions swirl about reports he wanted to secretly record the president. White House senior advisor for strategic communications, Mercedes Schlapp, joins us now. So what does that mean? What's going to take, Mercedes, thanks for being here, by the way. Welcome back to the program.
Thank you for having me.
What does the president want to have happen in this meeting tomorrow?
Look, I'm not going to get ahead of the president's meeting with the Deputy Attorney General. They'll be discussing a wide range of issues.
There was speculation that he planned to resign, that he was heading to the White House and expected to be fired. It was a crazy morning with not a lot of knowledge of what was happening behind closed doors. I mean, what is the thinking on the part of the White House here, and what do we need to know?
Well, again, the Deputy Attorney General spoke with the president this week. They're planning a meeting tomorrow, and I'm not going to get ahead of the president's conversation with Rosenstein.
Okay. All right. So we have a big hearing happening tomorrow morning. Judge Brett Kavanaugh and his accuser will testify before the Judiciary Committee. The expectations as far as the White House is concerned, we heard from the president this morning saying he believes that Republicans, the committee, could not be nicer in their handling of this. How do you see this all shaping up tomorrow morning?
Well, we've seen that the Republican senators have tried to remove politics out of this process. That's very contrary to what we've seen with the Democrats, who have tried to derail the process while the GOP is trying to steer the process back on track. It's very clear that we know where the Democrats' intentions are, and their intentions are clearly to score political points, delay this process, and stop Kavanaugh. They themselves, and we saw Senator Schumer point this out, is that they presume that Kavanaugh is guilty and has to prove his innocence. I mean, that is just not the American way. And as we know, Judge Kavanaugh has been very transparent in this process. He has gone through 32 hours of a hearing, lengthy written questions that he had to answer, as well as these closed committee meetings, and never once did the Democrats bring up these allegations. They withheld this information, and now at the last minute, they're bringing this up to stop Kavanaugh. It's very clear that the messed up process here lies at the feet of the Democrats.
Is the president confident that he can still be confirmed, Kavanaugh?
Yes, the president is confident that Judge Kavanaugh can be confirmed. Judge Kavanaugh, since day one, has said he's willing to testify and clear his name and and stand up for his good character. I tell you, I know Brett Kavanaugh and his family personally. I worked with him when I was much younger. There are so many of us women out there who would stand with Brett. And really, I can tell you, he was always incredibly professional, always respectful. And it's just so heartbreaking to see how there's this character assassination and his name being dragged through the mud because the Democrats want to stop Kavanaugh, who's clearly a very qualified judge.
As women, as Americans, I think we can all agree we want to see a fair process play out, where the president has said he wants to hear from his accuser as well. She'll get her chance tomorrow. But as far as Democrats are concerned, the president making very clear how he sees them playing through all this. Watch.
He's outstanding. He's a gem. He's an absolute gem. And he's been treated very unfairly by the Democrats, who are playing a con game. They know what they're doing. It's a con. They go into a back room and they talk with each other, and they laugh at what they're getting away with. It's a con game, and that's what they play. And that's about the only thing they do well.
And really, he was reiterating what he had tweeted out as well, that this is a con game on the part of Democrats. So we'll see how all that goes this morning. Mercedes, before I let you go, how does the White House think that the president's message at the UN is being perceived this week?
You know, it's very clear that the president is being transparent in his messaging. He's talked about the importance of American sovereignty, the fact that we've had so many success stories when it comes both domestically and in the international realm. When you look at the fact that we've been able to make progress in the denuclearization efforts in North Korea, where we've been able to decimate ISIS across the Middle East region, there's huge success there. And at the same time, we're pushing for fair reciprocal trade deals, working with our allies, making sure that they're also paying their fair share to help in the global efforts, and also sending a very strong message to Iran, to China, to Venezuela. You know, again, this is a president who expects results, who wants to make sure that they understand very clearly that we stand for America first.
That was the message we heard this morning. All options are on the table when it comes to Venezuela. We heard that loud and clear. Mercedes Schlapp at the White House for us. Thank you. Come back soon.
Thank you so much.